Okay, so I completed my tables. You can see, okay, my work. Then the question said, state the domain and the range. So I went to my X. I made sure they were arranged from least to greatest and nothing was repeating. And I wrote them out with braces. -2 is less than -1. -1 is less than 0. 0 is less than 1. -33 is less than -26. -26 is less than 19. -19 is less than 12. And there, nothing is repeated. -7 is less than -10. -10 is less than 0. 0 is less than 20. And I wrote them using braces and I put them in a box. I went to my range. When it comes here, my smallest range is -210, followed by 30, followed by 114, followed by 150. You arrange them from least to greatest and you use braces. Okay? Then here, my values for X were 5, 6, 12, and 22. As you can see, I've already arranged them and nothing is repeated. Okay? Then I need to arrange these in order. So all of them, the whole number is different. So I arrange the whole numbers. So 1 is less than 2, is less than 4, is less than 7. So 1 and 87 hundredths, 2 and 19 hundredths, 4 and 11 hundredths, 7 and 31 hundredths. I put my braces, I box. Make sure you put braces. Make sure they're least to greatest. Make sure you're not repeating. Okay? So that's how you fill your table, your function table, by using the function the question gave you. And then from your table, you get your domain and your range. All right, let us do this one. I need more paper down here so that the paper doesn't slide. Okay. There are approximately 770 peanuts in a jar of peanut butter. A jar of peanut butter is that bottle of peanut butter. It looks like that. Okay? That's what a jar means. Inside the container, there is peanut butter. The total number of peanuts, PJ, so this is the function, is a function of the number of jars of peanut butter purchased, J. Identify the independent variable and the dependent variable. So I will write my function. P of J is equals to 770J. So my independent variable is J. My independent variable is J, the number of jars of peanut butter purchased. The number of jars of peanut butter purchased. Okay? Anything that says the number, majority of the time, most of the time, it will be independent variable. The number of students, the number of cars, the number of people. This majority of the time, the number of hours, the number of seconds. Majority of the time, this will be your independent variable. So you need to know how to read. So my independent variable is J, the number of jars of peanut butter purchased. Dependent variable, this PJ depends on the J. The total number of peanuts, so my dependent variable P of J, okay, is a function, is the total number. So the thing that says the total number, the total cost, the total temperature, the total, I don't know. It depends with you. Every question is different. By you reading, you should ask yourself, how did I get this number? Did I need something before I got this number? Like this, okay? My dependent variable, dependent is one word. My dependent variable, PJ, the total number of peanuts, okay, the total number of peanuts is my dependent variable. Now, what values of the domain and range will make sense for this situation? And you must explain. Okay? Now, how do I know? When I go to the supermarket, I cannot tell them, give me a quarter of this bottle. I have to buy the whole bottle. I cannot say, cut this bottle and sell to me. I have to take the whole bottle. Okay? So, the domain has to be positive whole numbers. Actually, I should not say positive. Whole numbers are always positive. Okay? So the domain has to be whole numbers. It cannot be integers. I cannot say, give me -2 bottles. No. Either I am not buying, which is 0, or I'm buying 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, like that. I cannot say, give me 4.2 bottles. No. It has to be a whole number. So the domain has to be a whole number because I cannot buy in fractions. If I was buying meat, I can say, give me 1/2 kilogram of meat. Give me 3/4 kilogram of meat. So there, my domain has to be positive rational numbers. Because I can buy using fractions. If I'm buying meat, if I'm buying potatoes, I can buy 1/2 kilogram of potatoes. I cannot say, give me 1/2 potato. No, no one is selling you 1/2 potato. Okay? If I'm buying bread, it has to be whole numbers. No one is selling me 1/2 kilogram of bread. It has to be one whole bread, one loaf of bread, one bag of bread. Okay? If I'm buying a car, it has to be a whole number. I cannot say, give me 22.7 cars. That doesn't make sense. If I want to buy candy for my students in class, I have to count my students. So my students are the independent